Hello everyone, this is today's video analysis for March 4th, 2019. Today we're looking at the USDCHF, the US dollar, versus the Swiss franc for today's trade analysis. Starting here on the daily time frame, we can see that the US dollar's had somewhat of a turnaround over the past couple of days. Long-term trends, we've seen the previous uptrend, the black trend line over here on the left, the blue trend line, the downtrend line, the new black trend line on the right was an uptrend, and the red trend line represents a pullback or downtrend period that we've been in the past couple of weeks. But we can see significant support develop above the 100 period moving average and this green highlighted zone here on the chart between 0.9995, 0.9975. That's the green zone you see here. Historically, we've seen price action around here before. Each one of the blue circles back here on the left-hand side represents resistance into this same green shaded area. So we know historically the 99.75, 95 level has been resistance, and now we're seeing that same area for the past week and a half or so act as support. So very interesting is this green zone. So if we're going to make a trading decision, we probably want to be as close as possible to that, because that's where the market has been historically making trading decisions, close to that green zone. And even over the past couple of weeks, I mean, we could just see it just holding there into there. Now, we saw last week a little bit of a dip lower, all the way down to 99.35. Suddenly the buyers came back in, drove it back up, sat here Friday as support. We gapped a little bit lower. That'll be more apparent on the 4-hour time frame. Gapped a little bit lower down to 99.75 on the open of market, but a continuation higher now back into the, or just above the 1.0 level. So obviously, in the past same period, we have seen resistance at the yellow zone. So let's go ahead and highlight this. Support at the green zone and resistance at the yellow zone. That's not too difficult to see right here in this area. So if we're going to buy it, if we had any inclination to buy and go long because of a positive move for the US dollar, wouldn't it make more sense to buy it close to the green zone? So really what I'd like to see is a little bit of a dip, a little bit of a touchback, maybe 10, 15 pips lower. We're back into the green zone, gives us better risk reward. At this point, our risk is it breaks underneath this green zone. We don't want it to break back underneath there, because we already know that if it gets underneath there, the likelihood of it going back down here to the blue zone has increased if it gets back under the green zone. So our risk is getting underneath it. Stop loss would be underneath it. We don't want it to break underneath the 100 period moving average. And if we're going to buy it, close as possible to 99.95, maybe even just 1.0 would be the best place to do it. Then we target the yellow zone as our first target. And of course, clearly, and we see that historically right here, that if we can get above the yellow zone, the next target for profit would be the pink shaded area. So the most thing that makes sense to me today with the positive movement we're seeing out of the US dollar after this little dip is buying the green zone, targeting the yellow and the pink zone on the way up. The risk is a break of the green zone. Now, if you think that's crazy, of course, that's okay. If you want to sell the yellow zone, be my guest. 1.002545 is the yellow zone. Sell close as possible to that. In that case, your risk is going to be above. You don't want it to break above the yellow zone if you decide to sell the yellow zone. 4-hour time frame, looking at the red trend line again, we can see clearly we've pushed back above there. Look at this price action around the green shaded area. So again, I don't think selling really is the direction I'm going to focus my attention on. I think the buyers are trying to take back control. Look at this right here. Look at the close of Friday, this candle right here. This is the close of Friday, March 1st, and this one is the open of this week. So we closed here at the bottom of that little red candle, opened bottom of the blue candle, so a gap lower, and then suddenly the buyers came back in and drove it back above the red trend line. So for me, it's more likely I'm looking for the market to come down, touch the green zone again, becomes a buy opportunity to take it back up towards the yellow zone or maybe the pink zone for the dollar franc today.
From Forex Traders Daily, this has been your daily analysis with Ross Mullins. If you would like to get Ross's analysis on all the currency pairs he's watching and all the trades he takes today, join him in his live trade room by clicking on the link below. Please leave any comments you have about today's video in the comments section below.